You know, when you take a chance on yourself, sometimes good things can happen. Sometimes you don't even realize good things can happen, but if you believe in yourself, and if you take that chance on yourself, sometimes things work out. But you gotta take that leap of faith on yourself first. And I did that. I took a leap of faith on myself. And amazing things are starting to happen. I'm quitting Winnebago for a job that is almost half of what I made at Winnebago. And it's a job that I'm going to have to travel a half an hour just one way to go to. But it felt like it was the right move. Rationally, logically, it didn't feel like it was the right move. But somewhere inside me, it's like the universe was telling me, do this. It's what you're meant to do. Or God, however you want to look at it. And I trusted that voice. And I took that leap. I turned in my resignation before I'd even had even been accepted for this job, before I'd even been offered this job, because it felt right. A few days later, I got the job offer. And even though I was really worried financial-wise, I took it anyways. Because I've been working at Winnebago for 4.5 years. As of next Friday, which will be my last day, it'll be exactly 4.5 years. But it felt like it was time. Like it's past time. It felt like it was the right decision to make, and so I made it, even though rationally, logically, it made no sense whatsoever. But sometimes things in the universe don't make sense. Sometimes you have to be willing to take that leap of faith, to trust the universe, even when it doesn't make sense. Hold that thought. I'm going to pause this for a second. Maybe. Okay, that's a little better. Maybe you can see me a little better now. But yeah, I took that leap of faith on myself because I thought to myself, anyone else is in my shoes and they wanted to leave and they felt like they wanted to leave. What would I tell them? I would say, take a leap of faith on yourself. If you make the right choice, the universe will help you out. But you gotta believe in yourself. You have to take that leap of faith on yourself, in yourself. So I thought to myself, if that's what I would tell anyone else, then I need to follow through and walk the walk, or walk the talk, I guess, whatever the expression is. I had to do what I would have told anyone else to do. And I did. And financially I was worried, but I'm not worried anymore. Things are starting to fall into place that I didn't foresee a week ago. And it's gonna be okay. And I have to remember that. Things might feel rough for a while, but it's gonna be okay. It is, because I took that leap of faith and the universe is following through and everything's gonna work out. And change is scary. We fear change, what it means, just diving into the unknown. It's a very scary, scary world out there. It's a very scary thought. What are we doing to ourselves? What are we doing with our life? Why are we doing this? It's just, we get so comfortable in this one little box that we make for ourselves. And we don't want to leave. My last week at Winnebago is going to be very, very bittersweet. I'm probably going to cry a little bit. It's probably going to happen. Thankfully, I work nights, so nobody's going to see me cry. That's going to be very bittersweet because I'll have put 4.5 years of my life into that place. But it's time to move on. What's really surprising, though, is my reactions that I've been getting. I have not expected it at all. I expected that when I told people, they would all be very upset. Or, why are you doing that? That doesn't make sense. Because rationally, logically, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Why am I doing this to myself? But it got me thinking, why would they be happy for me? Why would they be happy that my pay cut's getting slashed in half? And I'm going to have to travel half an hour each way just to go to this job. Why would they be happy for that? And I think it's because, especially when it comes to factory work pulls you in because of the money, the paycheck. You get comfortable with that. You get comfortable working for a paycheck. Day in, day out, you hate your job, you hate your coworkers. Why on earth do you do this? You dread getting up every day to go to the same job for the same paycheck every week when you'd rather be doing something you love. But you don't do it. Because if you leave that job, you leave that paycheck, you leave the benefits, and you leave your comfort zone. And that is really difficult, even for me. Normally with most people, like I said, I tell them, take that leap of faith on yourself. You got this. You got this. You can do this. And yet making the decision myself was really difficult. For the last several months, I have been tossing this idea around in my head, probably even before that. A year ago, I knew that I was more than halfway done at my job. It was just a matter of time before I was done all the way. But I didn't really have a plan. I wasn't really looking. But for the last couple of months, I've been looking for a second job or a different job or something. I needed something because I began to realize my job wasn't it anymore. It wasn't cutting it. Sure, paycheck, great. Benefits, great. But it's got to be more than the paycheck and the benefits. It has to be. Because when that's all it is, when you hate getting up every day to go to a job that you hate, to coworkers that you can't stand, for the paycheck and the benefits, and that's it, and you have no love for that job, it's time to move on. And at first, I even thought about just doing this other job as a second job, because they offered me part-time, they offered me full-time, pretty much whatever I wanted, which was amazing. But when I talked to my boss, he wasn't okay with that. He really wanted me to put my other job first, which, from his perspective, I understand that completely, but that was enough for me to rethink my position on this and realize that even though I'll be taking a pay cut, financially, I'm going to be on a pretty rough, rocky road for a little bit. That's okay. Because I can't stay there anymore. I'm done. So, this week is my last week in Winnebago. A week from this coming Monday, I start my new job at Bremwood, LSI, Lutheran Services in Iowa, in Waverly. I'm starting at the very bottom rung of the ladder. But that's okay, because in a year or so, I'll be able to start moving up. And in a couple years, move up again. And then when I finish school, I'll have a ton of opportunities open. But for now, I'm going to be working a job that I love, hopefully love, hopefully working with crazy teenagers who are juvenile, like considered juvenile delinquents, or crazy, a little bit crazy. I mean, because I don't understand crazy at all. If you know me very well, I don't think I'll understand them at all. That's something I think I'll enjoy, and hopefully I'll make a difference in one of their lives, and it's gonna be worth it, and I know it, because I'm gonna be doing a job I love. I'm not gonna be in a factory anymore. I'm not gonna come home smelling like paint thinner or have sawdust all over my clothes. I'm gonna come home some days frustrated, and I'm gonna come home some days with that, why did I do this to myself? But at the end of the day, it's gonna be okay, because it's not gonna be an everyday thing, because I'm gonna find moments of joy in my work. Hopefully a lot of moments of joy in my work. Like seeing light bulbs go on in kids. Or seeing improvements in people, working with people. I've always worked with people. And now I'm going to be doing that again. I'm excited and I'm nervous, and change is scary. But for once, I'm doing something for me. I'm happy with that decision. And that's all I can do, is be happy with that decision. So, in a week, goodbye Winnebago. Hello LSI. Hopefully you enjoyed my rant. If not, I'm sorry. I need to get it out.